Doctor, it's been years since I came for my last checkup, but I couldn't ignore this unbearable pain in my back any longer. I'm sorry to hear that, Linda. When did it begin? I think it started in 2019. I've been juggling multiple jobs since COVID hit, and I think the stress took a toll on my health. I haven't been able to eat or exercise properly. Well, Linda, did you know that the symptoms you're experiencing could indicate a potential issue with your pancreas? Really? Why is that? Poor eating habits and lack of exercise can lead to obesity, which is a risk factor for pancreas disease. Stress and insufficient sleep could also increase cortisol levels, leading to inflammation to various parts of the body, including the pancreas. Don't worry. We'll break things down effectively by discussing the 7 warning signs that your hard-working pancreas might be in danger from those troublesome diseases causing your symptoms. Really? What should we look out for? Warning signs you need to know to save your pancreas. From nausea to jaundice and intense pain, you'll hear all about the dark side of the pancreas. So, get ready for an eye-opening exploration. Okay, make sure you listen attentively till the end because I'll be revealing how to identify these warning signs of pancreas diseases to prevent pancreas damage. I can't wait to find out how to identify these pesky symptoms and safeguard my pancreas. Let's get started. The first red flag for pancreas issues is unexpected weight loss. The pancreas plays an essential role in producing enzymes that aid in food digestion in the stomach and small intestine, as well as insulin to regulate blood sugar levels. However, people with pancreatic disease often experience unexplained weight loss, typically due to exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, or EPI. EPI occurs when the pancreas fails to produce enough digestive enzymes, leading to inadequate absorption of nutrients from food. Although EPI is commonly associated with chronic pancreatitis, it can also occur in people with other pancreatic disorders. So, how can I be sure if the weight loss is caused by pancreas disease? If it's pancreas disease, you might also feel pain spreading through your midsection to your back. It's usually around your upper abdomen, just below your ribs, and sometimes it spreads to your back or side. Oh, another overlooked symptom of a failing pancreas is abdominal pain. People might think it's indigestion, but it could be a sign that something's wrong with your pancreas. What if I go to a hospital? There is still no guarantee the doctor can pinpoint if your abdominal pain is due to pancreas issues. Adding to the confusion, many people with abdominal pain are prescribed with proton pump inhibitors, or PPIs, for acid reflux or other gastrointestinal or GI problems. So, how can I be sure that the cause of the abdominal pain is due to pancreas disorder? Well, the pain typically feels like a sharp sensation, often moving from the top to the bottom of the abdomen. This pain can persist for weeks or months and is usually centered in the upper middle abdomen, just below the ribs. Though the exact location and intensity can differ, it's often described as a persistent deep ache. Wow! So what kind of pancreas disorder causes abdominal pain? Good question, Linda. Abdominal pain can stem from either pancreatic cancer or acute pancreatitis. With pancreatic cancer, the pain usually arises from a tumor pressing on nerves or organs in the abdomen, leading to discomfort and tenderness. In acute pancreatitis, the pain comes from inflammation of the pancreas itself, also resulting in tenderness and discomfort. Duly noted. Another important sign to watch for is the color of your stool. Normally, It should be brown because of bilirubin breakdown by the liver. If your stool is light in color or floats, it could indicate an issue with your pancreas. Really? What causes floating and light-colored stool? One possible cause of this type of stool in people with pancreatic disease is pancreatic insufficiency, which results in malabsorption. The pancreas produces enzymes to break down fats, proteins, and carbohydrates. If it's not functioning properly, it can't make enough enzymes to digest food properly, leading to undigested fat in the stool. This can make the stool appear fatty, float, and pale or yellowish. Other digestive issues that result from pancreas diseases are gas and bloating, which are common symptoms of pancreatic cancer. Really? Yes. The pancreas releases digestive enzymes that break down food in the small intestine. When cancerous cells disrupt this process, food isn't digested properly, resulting in gas and bloating. This often comes with ascites, which is an abnormal fluid buildup in the abdomen, causing swelling and stretching. Linda, did you know that malabsorption can also cause a loss of appetite in those with pancreatic diseases? No. Please tell me more. Since people with pancreas disease can't get the nutrients they need from eating food, their body sends a signal to the brain that it's not hungry, even though they haven't eaten for a long time. Dr. Helen, I also heard that pancreas disorder increases the risk of developing diabetes, while for cancer patients, it worsens the condition. How is this possible? Well, diabetes and pancreatic diseases are closely linked because one can lead to the other. Pancreatic diseases can either cause diabetes or worsen existing diabetes because the pancreas produces insulin, which regulates blood sugar levels. If the pancreas is damaged or not working properly, it can't produce enough insulin, resulting in high blood sugar levels. Diabetes can also harm the pancreas over time, further reducing insulin production. What about older people who recently developed diabetes? If you're over 50 and suddenly get type 2 diabetes without any usual risk factors, it might be a sign of pancreatic cancer. This is particularly concerning if you're not overweight, losing weight without explanation, or have no family history of diabetes. Nausea and vomiting can also be symptoms of various illnesses like the flu or a stomach virus. But if they come with other signs of pancreatic disease, like abdominal pain, fever, weight loss, or jaundice, they're serious. In pancreatic cancer, there are often early symptoms and can last throughout the disease. Can the nausea and vomiting result in other symptoms? Yes, they can. Nausea and vomiting can lead to dehydration or worsen weight loss, and they can make symptoms like abdominal pain worse. The main cause of pancreatic disease is often gastroparesis, where the stomach doesn't empty properly, causing delayed digestion and related symptoms like nausea, vomiting, bloating, and abdominal pain. This occurs when there is damage to the vagus nerve, which controls stomach muscles. In pancreatic disease, this damage can extend to the vagus nerve, causing gastroparesis. So, are there any foods that can worsen nausea and vomiting in people with pancreas disease? Yes, there are. For people with pancreatic disease, foods high in fat like hamburgers, avocados, nuts, and pizza can trigger nausea. When the pancreas isn't functioning well and can't produce enough digestive enzymes to break down fats, undigested fat can linger in the stomach longer, causing nausea. Finally, jaundice is another critical symptom often signaling advanced pancreatic disease. It typically appears gradually over weeks or months. Initially, it might not be visible, but blood tests can detect it. As the disease advances, the skin and eyes start turning yellow. What causes jaundice in people suffering from pancreatic disease, Dr. Helen? Jaundice happens when the liver struggles to eliminate a substance called bilirubin. In pancreatic disease, it occurs when a tumor blocks the bile ducts. Bile aids fat digestion and travels from the liver to the small intestine through thin tubes. When these tubes are blocked, bile accumulates in the liver, leading to jaundice. Other symptoms include dark urine, light-colored stools, and itching. Interesting. So, these are the 7 warning signs that your pancreas might be in trouble. See a doctor right away if you notice any of these symptoms. Thank you, Dr. Helen. I've learned a lot from you today. Now I know how to identify any of these symptoms and what to do when I experience them. It's been my absolute pleasure to educate you about the pancreas. Before you leave, please go to the lab for tests and I'll see you soon.